today I'm just in the mood to talk about my journey. So let's just start from the beginning of my journey. So after 10th is where I actually started everything in my life. I was always inspired to become a doctor. So for all my childhood, I used to think that I am going to be a doctor, so I'm definitely going to study biology. So why is there a need for maths? So I completely avoided studying maths totally. And then by the time math became a very hard subject and the subject I hate the most, so it is also a reason why I studied NEET and took biology in my 11th and 12th. Then I don't think I have studied that hard really for this NEET or to become a doctor, because I don't think I have it in me. I'm just trying to fit the society standards because people think that a doctor is really cool, right? That's what I used to think. I used to feel like if I become a doctor, people would respect me more. I have always seen people from my childhood call me dumb, call me like slow and everything. And I used to think that if I can become a doctor, I can prove all these people that I'm not dumb, I'm so smart. But that's not how it works. You shouldn't be doing something for the society or your relatives or anybody in your life. But when I gave my first NEET, I understood a little bit that I got a little clue that I am not gonna make this happen. But I didn't had any option because everybody is expecting me to become doctor, and I have always told everybody that I will become a doctor. And suddenly I didn't had the courage to tell everybody that I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something different. So I just lied to myself and I told everyone that I'm gonna try for one more year for NEET and I will try as hard as possible and I'll try to get the seat. That's what I told to everybody and even to myself. And halfway through my drop year, I realized that this is not something I want to do in my life. I don't think I am a person who can become a doctor and sit with patients, and I don't think I have it in me. I mean, I'm very kind, but I don't think I can become a doctor. It's very responsible job. It's very like tough thing to actually do. I feel like it is actually a tough thing to do because you are literally having so much tension and anxiety because you are actually giving life to people and actually saving people who are going to lose their lives. So it's a very responsible job and I don't think I can do that. That's when I decided halfway through my drop year, I decided that this is not something for me, and then I started feeling like not studying. But even still I studied like whatever I can do I did. When I gave my second attempt NEET, it was the worst paper. I think the first paper of mine is better than the second paper is the worst. And you know, when I came out of the center, I was so scared when I was entering the center because I was thinking about everyone. Like, what if I'm not gonna write well and come back and everybody's gonna just tell me that I can't do this, because that's what I've seen during my first attempt. So I was so scared. But when I'm writing the exam, I really understood that I'm really not for something like this. I really cannot sit and study for 10 hours every single day and write an exam. I am not a person who can actually take competitive exams. That's not how my mind works. My mind works in a very different way. I always choose very different things in life, and I don't think I can do this. That exam is what gave me the biggest realization in my life. And when I came out of that exam center, I'm not scared, I'm not confused. I was just feeling good. And then I was like, I told everybody that I did good in exam. And and when I came out of that center, and when I came out of that exam center, I was not even scared. I was feeling so good. In fact, I was feeling so good. I went with my aunt for exam, so I came out, I ate food, enjoyed, and then I called my father. I was really crying at that time, and I was like, I didn't right well, and I don't think I can clear NEET. That's what I said to my father. And at that point, he was like, "It's okay, don't cry." But he scolded me a lot later. But yeah, after that, I have been in my home for 2 months, and that 2 months was so depressing, so anxious for me because everybody is trying to tell me what to do, and my father even planned to send me to another countries to do MBBS because apparently it's cheaper there than India. So we were planning that and all. And then, like, I was just thinking, and I realized that even if they send me with around with whatever 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs, or whatever, if I am joining a college without any exam, I still have to study hard for this. And I don't want to do that job, and I don't think I can do that job. So I was like, I don't want to do this, and then there is a very big issue happened in my home, and everybody was like, just join whatever college you want, because at that point of time, almost all college admissions are also over, and I didn't have any option. I was just I was feeling so helpless because nobody helped me in that situation actually. Yeah, then I was like, I just wanted to just get out of home at that point of time and join anything, but I just wanted to come out of home because I was not feeling well at all. I was feeling so depressed, and everybody is making me feel responsible. And how much can a 17 to 18-year-old can take, right? And then my father has a friend, his daughter is studying in Chennai in my college. So she recommended me that. I don't know why she recommended, but this college is the worst college. I will never suggest anyone to join my college. After that, I joined this college, and the first year when I joined, as I'm told, I was so depressed and I just wanted to get out of home. So I didn't think about college or just visiting the college. I just wanted to make admission directly and ask my father to take the admission, and I'll just go directly. I just came to Chennai, and the first day I went to college, I remember like I was so disappointed. I imagined college to be something really, really different, but what I have seen is quite not good, and I was like really disappointed in my college. And then it all started my regretting, like I should have stayed for some time, I should have went to study abroad. And like I was regretting every single decision at that point of time because I didn't like the college at all. Like for the 6 months continuously I was crying every single day because I was not liking the college. And then I also wanted to explore this opportunity of transferring to different college in second year. But then I understood that it gets very expensive because the college I'm studying right now has very low fees. But when I want to go to like universities with good infrastructure, everything, it gets so expensive, like 10, 20, 30 lakhs. And even if my parents can pay that much if I ask, I don't want them to spend that much on me because that will be a too much responsibility which I don't want to take. So one thing I really understood is college doesn't really matter. If you want to do something, you can do anything. But I'm not that kind of person who want to do something. I have no clarity what I want to do ahead in life. I was One day I was just thinking that I will just go into IT software, and I was studying for GATE computer science, and the next day I will be studying for GATE CAT. I don't know what I have thought of every single opportunity that is possible in my life. I thought of going to research, I thought of going to pharmacy, I thought of going to food industry, I thought of going into IT, marine, everything. Like, but at last I felt like this is again not something I want to do. I am a very clumsy girl and I don't know what I want in my life. I will be exploring things always, and I have no idea what I want in life. Trust me, I have no idea what I want in life because whenever I see something, if it interests me, I will do that and I'm gonna do that. That's it. And I have no clarity. I had no clarity what to do. And 3 years just passed by just like that, regretting the college life. I was doing well in academics and everything. I've scored about 87% something. But yeah, everything is so good. But by end of third year, I'm still having no idea about what I want to do in life. That's when I started thinking about my childhood dream, like that is to become a YouTuber. I used to see all these YouTubers make videos about facts, science, social history, everything, and I used to be so inspired that like I want to sit there and talk about some stuff on YouTube. But yeah, again, YouTube is very difficult to crack. I know that, and I didn't had camera, I didn't had a good phone, nothing. So I thought that I'll finish my graduation and get a good job, and then with that money I can start content creation. That's what I was thinking. But then, thank God, not thank God, thank my brother, because he got me an iPhone because my phone was not working, and he got an iPhone for me from his friend who is studying in US. And then I slowly started creating content. Two videos I've made was really cringe. I didn't even know how to talk to camera, how to like behave, how to do anything. I don't know of thing, because as a girl who comes from village, it is very difficult for me to like already blend with all the city people in college or whatever. It's very hard for me because the entire upbringing, the beliefs, the thoughts, my mindset, everything is very different from the people I had in college or people, most of the people who create content. But one thing I felt I'm really good at is when I wanted to start content creation, I didn't really think about anybody. Like, what will they think? What will she think? He think? I don't care, because it's my life, and if I want to do something, I will do. Because if I'm gonna regret this at 60, 70, nobody's gonna come to me and help me like get rid of that feeling, right? So why should I worry about them? So I just started making videos on my PG where I was living with four people, and it was a mess. I shouldn't tell you, it was a mess. And as a girl who has my own preferences, I didn't really like that, but I have no option because I'm not earning and I cannot just spend so much money. That is the basic thing that my parents can provide, and I wanted to just be there even though I'm struggling. I was there till my third year of college. Oh my god, that was like, oh, even if I remember that place now, I don't know how tiny that was. Like, it was very, very, very tiny, and oh my god, how did I even survive that? I don't know. When I got my camera, I started making videos when there is nobody in my PG, but it is getting very difficult because I cannot make videos every single time when there is nobody, because most of the times people will be in the room and I used to not get much private space. So I thought I'll shift to a flat, and then I shifted to a flat with two sharing. It is a 2 BHK, very tiny 2 BHK, very tiny house I have seen in my entire life. I didn't know how can people survive in that, but it is very tiny. And I don't know what got into me. I just wanted to shift. So yeah, I just shift there, and the place was horrible again. But I made a lot of videos there, and I got my first 1,000 followers there, and I got a lot of courage, a lot of learnings from there. And then it's not happening there. The owner was too bad, and she was not even letting me make videos. And I'm paying too much rent for that ugly, unhygienic flat. So I just decided one day that if I have a peace of mind and good lifestyle, then I can do everything. That's what I believe in. So I decided to just like move out in just 10 days. And I was searching for a flat. I think at that point of time was really on my side and everything is working out for me. And I got to see this room. The person who is staying in this room was vacating. So she reached out to me and asked me whether I am interested. So I came here, I visited, and I liked it because it's very spacious and I have everything here, whatever I wanted. So I just thought of moving out. But one thing here is I don't have that much amount of money to pay. The deposit was 36K and the rent was 12K per month. And I was like, I had zero income at that point of time. My parents were giving me 10,000 every single month for expenses and rent. That's all I was getting. And I didn't know how to do this. I got from some money from my mother's sister. I got some money from my mother, and I gave it for deposit, and for the next month's rent I had no idea how to do it. But the only thing I had was the confidence in me. I thought that in 1 month I can literally get brand deals and I can pay my own bills. I had that confidence, and I'm really proud of her for taking that decision. Because of that decision is why I'm here today, and I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud of how daring and courageous she was at that point of time, because the amount of money I'm paying here was very huge at that time, because I was not even eating well. So for the first 1 2 months, I was not even eating well. I was just trying to pay my bills and survive. And right now I have, and slowly I started improving in content creation. I got 35K followers, I got so many opportunities. Now I pay all my bills myself, and I want to get into digital marketing, which I am still trying to do and I haven't done yet. My content again took a back step and it is not performing really well nowadays, and I'm really stuck in my life right now. I have 30 days more to go broke. What happened, life happened to me and I am stuck at everything in life. So I just want to get out of this. And I want to remember that daring, courageous girl who took that step for me to come here and get inspired by her and do more stuff. So I'm just gonna give all in on YouTube, which I've been procrastinating for so long. But I really want to get on YouTube, and I really want to be articulate. I really want to be able to put my thoughts into videos and make people feel them and help them, aspire them, inspire them, and everything. So, this is going to be my channel, and this is what my story is. If you like it, and if you want to follow my journey, and if you have the same kind of things to achieve, or if you are in a similar situation, or whatever, I don't know, I just want to help people like me, because I have suffered a lot and I don't want anybody to suffer that much. So, I'm here to help you with whatever the knowledge I have. So, if you are interested, please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.